Hi all, Jessie V Scrapbooking back with another process video, and this one is for Mixed Media Mayhem. I'm doing these two pictures, and our recipe is for texture paste, Nouveau drops, and pattern paper. So I got the pattern paper picked out, and yeah, let's get going. So these pictures are from one of my daughter's best friend's wedding, and this was her bridal shower. And so the flowers I'm actually going to use on it were part of her decorations for her bridal shower, so I wanted to make sure I used them on this page. So that's what brought me to the theme of the sunflowers. Her bridal shower is all done in sunflowers, so I figured this sunflower paper pad from Hobby Lobby was perfect. So I got the pictures picked out. I'm going to stagger them like this. I'm using this wood grain as a diamond shape in the background, and that's where I'm going to actually put my texture paste, is right on that. And yeah, this is where I decide that I want the texture paste. I am using, this is a lightweight spackle, and so I'm going to use this full stencil here, and I know a lot of it's getting covered up, but I just wanted to see what it looked like fully done, and it's so pretty. I actually do feel bad about covering a lot of it up, but that's okay. So I taped the paper down, and then I taped the stencil down, that way it doesn't move. And now I am just yeah, doing the whole piece of paper. It turns out so pretty, and I've definitely got to do this again where a lot more of it shows. So these are just little flowers and leaves and vines and stuff, so I figured it works perfect for this. So get it all on there, just using one of the little spatulas from the dollar store. But isn't that pretty? I really like that. Get this all cleaned up here. I do clean off my stencil. Right this second, I'm just using a white dry paper towel that gets off all the major stuff, and then I'll take it later and actually wash it in soap and water as well. But okay, so then I decided I need to back both of the pictures. So I'm getting out a piece of green. It's a very light green cardstock, and it has a little bit of a pattern to it. It's kind of like a countertop pattern. And so I'm going to use that for matting both my pictures, and I like the way that it contrasts with the background. And if you see every once in a while, yeah, me reaching over and doing stuff off to the side, my great nephews are here visiting, and they wanted to scrapbook with me. So I have them scrapbooking right beside me, and they kept asking me for help. So they're 6 years old. So they had a lot of fun. But it does make it very hard to scrapbook. I can see how people with little kids have a hard time with it. But it's worth it. So I put the pictures down onto that. It's mostly dry. It's not completely dry. Stenciled work there. And now I'm going to layer these photos right over top, and then I'm cutting out these sunflowers, and I just cut out 2 of them. I thought about using 3, but then I wanted to make sure that these flowers here made it on. I am taking the centers out because they're very thick, and it wouldn't work because they're very hard. So I'm just popping them apart and then spraying them out, and I will use a different a little sequin in the center of each one to make the centers. But yeah, these flowers had to make it on there. So I'm just going to use some of the craft glue and get them to stick down. And I forgot to stick the pictures down here, so I'm putting all these down, and then I'm going to remember here in just a second that I actually haven't put the pictures down yet. So I'm going to pull them back off, and just the pictures, and put some ATG and wet glue, since it is going over top of that texture paste, and then slide them back in. And I decided to bring this picture down a little bit just so more of that stencil work shows in the background. And do the same thing with this top picture, and get that glued down. And then I'm going to come in. Here's these really pretty sequins, and they're shaped like flowers. And so I'm going to use two different styles, a big one and a little one, both in the kind of a gold and copper color, for the centers of all the little flowers here. So yeah, there's one of the boys using the ATG, or trying to use it. He kept asking me, and I kept telling him no, because I knew he was just going to tangle it up. They each had their own little glue bottle to use. And then I do decide I needed some more something, so I decided to go with some greenery. And so I'm grabbing my little die cut machine here, and then I grab, I think, 4 different leaf die cuts, or dies, and I'm just using this kind of a bluish green. It has like the pattern's like a little circles or something like that, but I figured it'd work perfect for just adding some greenery behind each of those flowers. And so putting it in, and that is Vincent saying hi and sticking his little head in there. He wanted to be on in the video too. And then he's going to show you here in a little bit his page he's working on. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I got these leaves all cut out, and now I'm just going to add them in behind the sunflowers in different spots. So after I get all these added in, I do end up adding in Nuvo drops or puffy paint, and I don't know why it didn't record, but there is Vincent's page again. And thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Bye!